Hello, Scorpios. I'm diving straight into it. I'm trying to save us all a little bit of time by doing quite quick readings for the star signs, and then the intuitive messages I'm going to do separate videos for as Tell Me Anything readings. So if you do like the intuitive messages, watch out for those. They're not going to be any specific sign. I'm going to see what comes through. So yeah, just a little bit of a switch up, but hopefully it helps people. It's going to be a bit less time consuming. So your song, first song while I was setting up was the You and Me song by the Wannadies or Wannadies. I hope nobody wants to die. If anyone does in the tarot, it's probably Scorpio. It's like, I'm going to go on an adventure to the afterlife. I'm making jokes, obviously. If you are having difficult feelings and thoughts, please do reach out to friends, family, and people for support. I've seen it more as that scorpionic kind of high priestess energy of being like, I want to investigate the unknown. So I wonder what we're going to get. That song is actually a gorgeous song. It was always you and me, always and forever, which is in line with a lot of the readings that have been coming through for Scorpio recently, which is like a very strong soulmate connection I keep picking up on for you. Right, so I guess I'm going to jump straight into it and stop waffling as I'm prone to do. Can I get a card for Scorpio, please? Scorpio energy. What is Scorpio dealing with at the moment? Tell me about Scorpio's energy. Scorpio's energy at the moment, please. Having a think. Scorpio, please. Whoa, now we've got too many. I'm going to take the one that I first saw, which is this one. You've also got the equator there to make things equal. So wanting balance, wanting things to be equal, wanting things to be fair. I'm hearing like rationing. So I don't know if that's relevant to anyone. But wildness, electricity, freedom, exploration, spirit is what I'm picking up on this. Wildness, electricity. It feels like exploration energy, which was what I was kind of saying at the beginning. It's like I want to explore. It's like I want to explore the spiritual realm. It's not even like spiritual side, or it's like I want to. It's like you want to go into your sleep space and have very vivid dreams and explore the world through your dreams. Something like this, perhaps. Maybe you're having very, very vivid dreams at the moment, which is something to maybe imagination, something to do with connecting to your imagination. For example, maybe somebody's writing stories about doing wild things, sort of like Harry Potter type stories. There's something to do with like disconnection from the 3D reality and connecting with sort of a wild inner core, a wild inner nature, an imagination that's like bursting to explore some kind of unknown realm. Do you know, Scorpio, you are way above my pay grade and I don't get paid, so let's keep going. Wildness, electricity. Can I get an energy for Scorpio, please? Tell me more about Scorpio's energy. What is Scorpio's energy at the moment? I heard unknown, so dolphin. Just really seeing the similarities of these two cards right now. It feels the dolphin is always very happy-go-lucky energy for me. It's like riding the waves. So when the waters get turbulent, when there's trouble, when there's chaos around you, when things are difficult, it's almost like tackling life head on and being able to kind of like be quite happy-go-lucky, splashing through the waves, able to kind of take on anything. So it's almost like connecting with some kind of inner strength, inner core, inner wildness allows you to kind of it's coming through as like this sense of freedom, of almost like disattachment from the things that are around you, like unchaining from the tangible world, the practical matters. And it's not that you're not dealing with these practical matters, it's almost that they're showing me annotations, so I don't know if somebody does do writing, but do you know how you have like the page of the book, which is like the main story, but then you have like annotations off to the side that are like little notes? It's almost like all the things that you have to deal with on a day-to-day level, like going shopping or going to work or whatever it is that you need to do. They keep showing me putting the kettle on for some reason. like all these things are like side notes. They're not the main story. The main story is what's going on inside you at the moment. And it feels quite transformative. It feels quite liberating. And it's allowing you to go through life in a way where you have some kind of inner strength of purpose. But I really love that dolphin card. Very strong energy, Scorpio. I'm loving your readings right now, which is so funny because when I started doing tarot, your readings were always the most difficult for me. I had a lot of challenging readings for you, and now all your readings are like, Scorpio has met their soulmate in the wild and free. It's like, and they're doing this cool spiritual stuff that you can't understand because you're not a Scorpio. It's like, I really, really love your readings right now. Oh my goodness, the Chariot card again. This came out for Libra and Taurus at the heart of their reading. I don't know why, it just fell out because I wasn't even asking anything. There's your card, the Tower. Scorpio being dramatic, pulling the rug out from everybody else's feet. No, Scorpio, you're normally absolutely, because you're a water sign at your heart, you're normally a really, really nice people, like really like dependable, like you will fight for the people that you love, kind of gorgeous emotional energy. It's just sometimes the surface level of Scorpio is a little bit dramatic and murderous. Right, okay, so what's going on for Scorpio? What's at the heart of Scorpio's reading, please? What is at the heart of Scorpio's reading? So I'm doing Celtic crosses, by the way, but it's my own variation, so a couple other things might be slightly different if you're used to these kind of readings. It's just the way that works best for me when I've done a few practice readings. So the heart of Scorpio's reading, there we go. The heart of your reading is a need to either be defensive. So sometimes the Four of Pentacles is like a shielding card for me. So it's almost like putting the walls up, putting the defenses up. And it's also kind of like saving for a rainy day. You can see he's quite stubbornly kind of holding on to those pentacles. It's like, this is my money. You're not having any of my money. The door is locked. You're not coming in. So there is a sense of kind of like, maybe you've shut somebody out. Maybe you are holding back money from a situation, not investing. Maybe you are feeling an attachment to tangible things, an attachment to practical things. My son's dancing around. I'm not quite sure what he's up to there. He's gone again now. Hi, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to come in and check where Beth was.
All right. Has she moved? She's asleep again. Okay.
Love you.
Love you too. I'm sorry for the interruption. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. It's my son telling me he loves me. So, yeah, you could be feeling, you could be saving money, or, you know, being a little bit of a spendthrift in some kind of way where you are trying to put money aside for something. You're watching your ingoings and outgoings. But I'm really noticing he's kind of guarding that door. He's got a shut door. Now, it's interesting because Capricorn had a reading where it was so cool the way it was coming through to me. It was like every sign had a kingdom and a castle, and all the castles looked visually different. Excuse me a minute. All right, so yeah, Capricorn had this energy of like they had kind of fallen out with all the other kingdoms and weren't talking, but Scorpio had kind of, they controlled the water supply and they turned off the water supply. So it's like Capricorn had to go and grovel to the Scorpio energy. So you may be doing something a bit like this, where it's like maybe you've had a bit of a fallout with somebody. Maybe you've had some kind of conflict with somebody. So you're like turning off the supply now. You're taking all your stuff back. You're not investing in something anymore. You're being quite guarded, shutting the door and being like, no, I'm investing in myself. Possibly. There's variations, right? It's only one card, so it could mean a lot of different things. So tell me about the obstacle. What's the obstacle facing Scorpio at the moment? The Queen of Swords. Am I the obstacle? In fact, this tends to be my card because I'm on Libra. It's Libran energy. And it's been showing up a lot for me in my own reading. So you may be dealing with somebody who's a Libra. You may be dealing with some sort of maybe possibly some kind of contracts, court situations, documents of some kind, legal situations. You could be dealing with something where, I mean, it's your energy. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who needs to cut something out, who needs to be very vocal. She needs to communicate, or she wants to communicate. She's open to communication. I always think with this Queen of Swords, though, she's kind of up on a mountain top and she's sort of sat there waiting for people to come to her. So again, I'm getting this sense of you possibly having cut something or someone out of your life. You could have communicated something. You could have said your piece. You could have been quite firm. and you're almost waiting for the response. It's like, what is this person going to come back and say? What's this person going to do now? I've kind of drawn the line. What's the next move? Or somebody could be dealing like this around you. But yeah, I don't know if this is you or someone you're dealing with, but it's someone who they're very honest. They're almost brutally honest. They will tell you exactly what they think and feel to your face. And it's like, they go, what they expect you to communicate back. It's like, I've been open and honest with you. What do you have to say for yourself? So there could be a sense of you kind of being quite guarded here, almost defensive against this energy. But this Queen of Swords is the blockage. It's the problem. What's going on in the past? What's going on in the past, please? So this situation has come about because there has been some sort of deception. So whether this is you being deceptive or somebody being deceptive around you, I don't know. But I feel like this is what's leading to this Queen of Swords situation. It could be this is what's causing the defensive energy in you, and then somebody around you is trying to find out the truth of the situation. It's like, I know there's been deception. It's like, this is the Judge Judy card for me. It's like, I've put all the puzzle pieces together and it doesn't match up. So something's wrong here. Someone's got some explaining to do. It feels like someone's got some explaining to do. What's the situation? Because I know this isn't making sense. It's like being caught out in a lie, possibly. Now, again, I don't know if this is you or somebody around you. So take what resonates, leave it what doesn't. But what's led to this situation is this Seven of Swords calculating energy. It's somebody who's being a little bit cunning, a little bit sly, a little bit deceptive. They're kind of doing some kind of mental gymnastics here in a situation. They could be quite tricky with the communication. There is a sense though with the Seven of Swords, I mean, I can show you, he's actually, he's a bit of a cheeky chappy. You may be dealing with somebody who's quite charming to your face. It's kind of gives me Gemini energy, this. Doesn't have to be. But what he's doing is he's going around the battlefield and he's actually picking up the swords so that they can't be used in battle the next day. So it's almost like preempting an argument, preempting some kind of verbal conflict or mental conflict, and taking steps to prevent the damage that will come through when that's how a moment hits almost. So it can just indicate deception though. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But this is in the past and this is what's led to the current situation. So again, I don't know if it's you or somebody around you who's been acting like that. So this explains why the Queen of Swords is here though, because the Queen of Swords comes in and she's like, I want the truth of the situation. You may feel closed out of a situation. You may feel defensive, possibly. Because the heart of the matter is your energy. So what's going on in Scorpio's hopes, please? What's going on in Scorpio's hopes? I mean, you could be, if you are the person who has been almost the victim of some kind of deception, you could be dealing with some kind of, like, waiting for a legal decision to be made. This is like, I'm blocked now. I need to save my money. I can't spend my money because I don't know what verdict is going to be made here about this deceptive activity around me. So again, take it as it resonates. It could be a lot of different things. Tell me about the hope. I don't know why I keep saying Sagittarius. That's really weird. Scorpio's hope, please. Scorpio's hope. Okay, you've got two cards. You've got this one literally jumped into my hand, so I do feel like this is the important card to take. So I do feel like you're hanging around. I feel like you're waiting. I feel like you're trying to look at things from different angles, really kind of trying to see things from different perspectives. But this is a card of like hanging around, waiting. And then you've got the Fool energy. So you're hoping that there will be some kind of fresh start here. There will be some kind of completion of a cycle, and you're going to be able to move forward, almost like completely cutting ties with something from the past. You really want to take a leap of faith into something brand new. It's like not even looking back, not even worrying about what's to come. It's like, I'm just going to trust and have faith that I'm moving in the right direction. So this is your hope for this situation. And you can see actually he's not particularly wealthy. His clothes are kind of like stitched together. He's got this little knapsack. So it's almost like you want to cut your losses here. You've been holding on to something, saving money. And it's almost like you're actually prepared to take some kind of financial hit in this situation because you just want to be free from it. You want to be free from it. You want to be, you're like, do you know what? I can build up the money again. I've got here once, I can get here again. I'd rather just cut ties with whatever that kind of difficult, deceptive energy is in the past. So what's going on in your subconscious? So you may not even be aware of these subconscious thoughts and feelings, okay? So you may be like, what? No, when you first hear this, but if you think about it, you may actually find, oh, actually, yes, I do realise that is affecting me right now. So what's going on in Scorpio's subconscious, please? What's going on for Scorpio subconsciously? You're feeling very, very, very burdened by this situation, and you may not be even admitting it to yourself. The Ten of Wands is like, it's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's like one step too far. Burdens that are just getting too heavy now. You can't bear them anymore. You really need to put them down. You really want to end this cycle. So it really explains actually why you're ready to just cut your losses and take this leap of faith. You're feeling very, very burdened, very weighed down by this situation, and tense of completion. You're like, I am done. I am done. I would say, I mean, we're going to pull you an advice card, but I would say the key, see that castle is right there. Now, he can't see very clearly. There's a bit of smog around there. He might be like, how do I reach the finish line? How do I get to the last hurdle? I just want to give up. Don't give up, because he's so close. He's been on a long journey, but he's so close to reaching that final destination there. The final destination, oh dear. Trust you to get a Freudian slip like that in your reading. So keep walking forward. You may find that as you approach, the path becomes clearer, the fog made clear. So you are probably not admitting to yourself quite how heavy this burden is for you to carry. But you are close to getting to where you need to go in this situation. So don't give up just yet. Let's hold on and see what the advice cards say. What's your strength, Scorpio? What's your strength? What's Scorpio's strength, please? Scorpio's strength? That's so interesting because it's in the reverse as well. Like you can see, cards don't normally come out in the reverse. It's unusual for in my readings. I tend to take the uprights more. I can just quickly show you now. I always put them in upright. I never have, a lot of people have reversals in the deck when they shuffled. I always have all my cards upright, so if something comes out in the reverse, I know it's meant to come out in reverse, basically. And I just did Taurus's reading this morning, and Taurus had the same card in the reverse. So that's in this placement though, which was their fear. So your strength is your ability. And I may have to just spend a minute having to think about this one. The Knight of Cups in the upright is somebody coming forward with offering love, offering support, offering friendship, having emotions to give in a situation. So I suppose in the reverse, this is your ability to withdraw love, to hold back on a love offer, your ability to walk away from an offer of love, an offer of support. I'm going to just spend a minute having a quick read through of the description for this deck, and just to get a clear idea of what this is. Yeah, so the best interpretation I have for it is that your strength is your ability to withdraw love, to take back the cup, to emotionally uninvest from a situation. Very similar to how I said in that Capricorn reading. I don't know if you've got some kind of connection with the Capricorn, where it's like we've had this conflict, so I'm turning off the taps, I'm closing the dam, I'm taking my emotions out of this situation. It's showing as your strength. So, which again is, I suppose, is this electricity dolphin business of being quite happy-go-lucky and having that inner world, that inner wisdom, that inner strength, so that you don't get emotionally codependent in situations that are unhealthy. Something's wrong, so you need to uninvest emotionally. So what's your fear? Whoa, straight away. Whoa, that is a very strange fear, Scorpio. That is unusual. The Sun and the Ten of Cups is your fear. That, Scorpio, that is incredible. if this was what you were hoping for, that would make so much sense, because these are like the two happiest cards in the tarot and they've come out together. That's so rare for that to happen. The Sun indicates clarity, freedom, happiness, confidence, feeling like a kid again. It's basically this energy up here. And then the Ten of Cups is like happiness shared with other people, happiness shared with community, happy families, feeling really good where you are, emotionally like fulfilled, with the relationships around you. And you're scared of this. This is your fear. You're scared of being happy. You're scared of feeling fulfillment. You're scared of emotional fulfillment. Well, I suppose that makes sense why your strength is to emotionally withdraw from a situation if you're scared of fulfillment. It's like people who are scared of commitment, but you can understand that, people who don't want to be tied down. But this is like, I don't want to be happy. I don't want to be happy. I'm scared of happiness. Why would Scorpio be scared of happiness? That doesn't make sense. Why is Scorpio scared of happiness? Victory. It's almost like, or reward and recognition. So it could be that happiness comes at the cost of being in the spotlight. You don't want to be in the spotlight with this Sun card. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. You don't want victory. You don't want success. You don't want reward and recognition and happiness. Scorpio, that is so strange. You don't want to have the attention. You don't want to be in the spotlight. You're scared of success. Oh, that is the most unusual placement. External factors. What's going on externally for you, Scorpio? What's going on? What external factors are going on for you here? I don't know which way to take this. Yeah. The World. There's some kind of difficulty closing some cycle, because your hope is this Fool card. Your hope is cutting ties, going your own way, doing your own thing, not feeling burdened by the past anymore. So it's taken a long time for whatever this is to close out. Do you feel like you're waiting on some kind of legal decision, or some kind of a contract, or there's something going on here with this Queen of Swords that you're waiting on, right? It's like feeling burdened by the situation. So this is the external factor. This is something you don't have control over. The World card represents the completion of a cycle, the end of something, the closure of a huge stage in your life. So it could be like there's some hold up in learning some kind of major lesson. There's some kind of hold up in completing something. So you want this Fool energy. You want this closure so that you can start afresh. But there's some kind of something going on here where you're stuck in this cycle. But I think that explains actually why the strength is that you've emotionally disengaged from this, because I think if you were all emotionally tied up in this, you'd feel that burden even more. It'd be almost like emotional torture, the fact that this is taking so long to close up. So I think you removing your emotions from the situation and maybe being quite pragmatic, maybe being quite logical about the situation, is actually a strength, because it's keeping you happy in your own energy, doing your own thing, and you're not kind of getting emotionally sunk down with the problems closing out this cycle. But you're scared of happiness. Like, so unusual, Scorpio. What's the advice, please? What's the best advice you have for Scorpio in this situation? What should Scorpio do in this situation, please? It's so strange. It's like, I think you're being told to give up control of this, to stop trying to manifest something. There is, I think, possibly a little bit of deception on your part. I don't know how that comes through. It doesn't mean that you're actively lying or actively manipulating a situation, but it's coming through as the Magician card does have an element of this kind of Gemini energy of being a bit of a trickster, trying to manipulate a situation in some kind of way. interference, manipulation, which, to be honest, Scorpio, you do have, I mean, every Scorpio is different, but pure Scorpio energy does have a bit of a manipulation element to it. So just be a little bit wary of that. You're being told to release any kind of manipulative behavior, any kind of sneaky, manipulative, deceptive behavior, trying to control things to get your own way in a situation. That's not going to be for everybody. That's going to be for some of you if you're honest with yourself. For others of you, this is telling you to almost release control, let the universe wrap things up for you. It's like how I was saying up here, it's like, stop worrying about what's going on around you and just get into your own energy, and kind of find that happiness within yourself for now, and almost like disassociate, disconnect from whatever this difficult situation is that needs to close. It's almost like leave it in other people's hands. If you have got like a solicitor or a lawyer, it's almost like leave it in their hands, be truthful, don't manipulate, let this cycle close out by itself. Really strange that you're scared of happiness and super happiness, so scared. Maybe you're afraid of something coming to light. The sun card can, it's like it shines a shadow on the moon energy. The moon energy is secrets. So it's like, in the sun, everything will be revealed. And you can see that these two people stood in the darkness here. So it could be something to do with a family, or a situation where you're working in coordination with other people, and you're a little bit scared that, because it does feel like almost like investigation energy, like somebody looking for the truth. So this could be like you're scared of a spotlight being revealed on some kind of maybe family situation, or a situation where others are involved that should be very, very happy, but there's secrets there for somebody. Again, it's a complicated reading, so if it's not fitting, don't take it. It's somebody's reading. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't, because there are a few variations of the way that I can read this. It's an odd reading. So if Scorpio takes the advice, if Scorpio stops trying to control and manipulate the situation, if they go into this kind of full energy of just like releasing, letting it go, letting it flow, getting into their own energy, being in high vibration, what's the outcome of this situation? So if they follow the advice, what's the outcome of this situation, please? Oh, another one. Okay, you're not going to miss. So again, Taurus had this card. I think somebody else had it as well. I can't think who it was now. This is like, you're not going to miss that opportunity. When the universe brings something that's like a divine gift to you, you're not going to miss the opportunity if you follow the advice and let it go, okay? You're going to be balanced. You may need to wait a little longer for something to close up, okay? You may really need to work on your patience, which again, that might be a divine gift from the universe, your ability to be patient and temperate. Watch how much you're drinking. But also this is a card about alchemy. Like the Magician's a card about alchemy. You may find that there's a different way to create a better future for yourself. So instead of trying to control and manipulate, you may actually find that being balanced and really kind of working on your own passions and emotions and letting it flow, you may find that has better results. There's also a healing energy here with this rainbow. So patience, healing, take the time to heal from a situation, take the time to explore your emotions and just kind of heal those. Because I think you do want to kind of make sure you take the time to heal before you start something new. But this is a very positive card. It is Sagittarian energy. It's funny that I kept on saying Sagittarius. So almost like if you say you've got your eyes on a Sagittarius, say you have a love interest who's a Sagittarius, boom, the universe is going to deliver it. But yeah, you have to give up this very, very Scorpionic tendency to kind of try and control, especially emotionally manipulate a situation, or to kind of I don't want to say that it's like super deceptive. It's like, it's not evil. It's just a natural response sometimes for people to want to make things go their own way, right? To kind of guide a situation, to tell half truths, to hold things back, to put things in place that kind of make sure that things are going in the direction that they want it to. But you're being asked to release it, okay? Just release and really work on, again, it's like this fire here with this electricity and wildness, and this dolphin in the water. So you're asked to just spend some time getting very, connecting with that gorgeous spiritual side, Scorpio, and balancing out those passions and emotions and finding a lot of healing in that when you release the need to control the situation. All right, I hope that was helpful to you. I'm going to get a song for you to close out the reading on camera, and then we'll pull you an actual advice card from the Oracle deck. So Scorpio, what is your song going to be? Can we get a kind of an advice song, please, for Scorpio? Give Scorpio some direction, please. What does Scorpio need to know? There you go. Take a walk on the wild side. Electricity, wildness. Take a walk on the wild side. Let go. Let go. Let go of those control issues. Let go of this kind of caged energy and take a walk on the wild side. Hey, baby. Great song. Oh, what a funny song for you, Scorpio. Okay, so Oracle message, please, for Scorpio. Oracle message for Scorpio. I'm just going to read the Oracle message. What's the Oracle message, please, for Scorpio? Oracle message, please, for Scorpio. Okay, I'm going to take the one that's on the top. Maybe I'll take two. Go on, Scorpio, just for you. Mending and never-ending story. Oh my goodness, never-ending story with this world card in reverse. That's just a kick in the teeth, isn't it? Let's face it. Okay, so mending. Essential meanings: forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Healing after arguments. That's this card up here. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the things that we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. You are a sign that has a tendency to hold on to grudges. So yeah, maybe releasing old grudges might be a good lesson for you, Scorpio. Again, Scorpio is a brilliant sign, but you do have these kind of mildly diabolical tendencies. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. So maybe this is what you need to cut out, right? This is that holding on energy, holding on to old hurts, holding on to feelings of betrayal. So you need to cut it out in order to have this fresh start. Or it's the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So I think, you are showing as your strength is emotionally withdrawing from this situation. So maybe you need to emotionally withdraw first, and then you can cut the ties and release those burdens of past resentments, past things that are really weighing you down. But you are encouraged to do that. So let's have a look at this never-ending story card, 37. Okay. Essential meanings: self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It's the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in the lie and wants to protect you and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being your true self. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part. Small and vulnerable and easily soothed. What I'm going to do, I feel like this is explaining your fear of happiness. It's like maybe you feel like you don't deserve happiness. Maybe that little voice inside your head tells you that you don't deserve happiness for some reason. But I'm going to kind of show you this so you can pause and have a read of that yourself, because it's kind of a complicated message. And I think maybe just having a quick read of that. Don't worry about the other pages, but there you go. So hopefully that's going to help you look at why you've got a fear of happiness, why you've got a fear of freedom and love shared with other people, fear of success. Yeah, perhaps you've got a little bit of abandonment issues or something to look at from the past there. A feeling that you're not worthy, feeling that you're not good enough. Something small and vulnerable, which, you know, you're holding on to those past resentments. You need to cut it out to have this fresh start and this very temperate healing energy, which are very, very gorgeous positive signs, and fire energy as well. So Aries, Sagittarius, you've got this fire up here. So it's very much your own element. Let go of control issues, let go of deception. It could be self-deception. It could be self-deception. And disengage your emotions where those emotions are not needed to be engaged anymore. You know, if it's something from the past, you can disengage. All right, that was a little bit of a longer reading than I expected, but it was complicated and I didn't want to do you a disservice by rushing through it. So I hope that was helpful for you. If anything resonated, please let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing, or just leave me a like there. That really helps out my channel. You can subscribe by you know, hitting the subscription or hitting the little bell to get the notifications when my videos go up, and obviously share with friends as well. You know, that really helps out the channel and helps me get the messages to more people. So I really appreciate the people who do those things. All right guys, take care, and I'll be back with you soon. Best of luck with that one, Scorpio. Bye bye.